Alola everyone, welcome to the 33rd Foreverlocke finale. It's been less than a week since the last one. Silver's been going fast, I've been really enjoying playing through it. We're deathless so far. We were deathless last time, got 9 out of 32. Like 9 deathless runs in 32 playthroughs. Let's see if we can make it 10 out of 33. I would really like that. This playthrough is a story of revenge. This playthrough is a story of vengeance. The only playthrough I've lost so far, that I have not gotten into the Hall of Fame with any amount of members, whether it's 1 or 6 or anything in between, was my very first one, Pokémon Silver. Now sure, I had more restrictions on myself, so it was more difficult. It was how I played at the time, and I don't regret now doing that, because at the time it felt good to do so. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. Those restrictions, the main ones, don't apply anymore. I got rid of Summon Sapphire playthrough 3, Summon Pearl playthrough 4. But now, it's time to show you the team. I actually remember to take the picture this time. Take the screenshot. Which one is it? This one. Why is that behind things? It should be right on top of everything, huh? There we go. So we have Feraligatr, our vengeance. We had a Feraligatr in the very first run. And that Feraligatr died to Will's Jinx, who crit with Psychic. So Vengeance will be taking out that Jinx for vengeance. And then I will actually get to use Vengeance against Lance, because that was the plan, and I somehow got to Lance in that first run and then got obliterated, because how is a Noctowl and a Golbat supposed to work against an Aerodactyl? Didn't work. I have Tropicana the Exeggutor with Solar Beam, Sunny Day, Psychic, Sledge Bomb, Vengeance having a Headbutt, Ice Punch, Bite, and Surf. Beyblade, who took out 4 gym leaders by himself. Number 2, 3, 4, and 8. Claire went down to just Beyblade. The second gym, Bugsy, went down to Beyblade when he was still a Tyrogue. Yeah. Curse. Setup move. Let's go. Noms is there, hasn't really done too much, just because of how frail it is. Can deal some nice damage to Hyperfang. Taught it Shadow Ball, so it can work against Ghosts. Might even work against Will. I don't think I'll need it. Has Dig for some coverage, and then Attract is purely there for Karen's Gengar, because Karen's Gengar has Destiny Bond, and that is scary, and I intend to use Noms against Gengar. Jenna has been surprisingly useful throughout the playthrough. Sure, a lot more frail than the Hitmontop, Feraligatr, and Exeggutor, but she has the coverage. No, it's a male Clefairy. Strength, just for good damage output, same type attack bonus. Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. It learns all 3 of the tutor moves from Crystal. So heck yeah, that was on the team. And then it took a little bit to get to the 2x, because it was at level 23. But after we beat Whitney, we added Truffle. Did like 2 or 3 battles, just because I felt like using Truffle. That's about it. Has Strength, has Endure, has Ice Beam. And right before the E4, I decided, let's get rid of Powder Stone and teach it Swagger. Just as another backup move against that Gengar, because the Gengar doesn't actually hit that hard. It has Spite and Lick. Destiny Bond is the scary move. And then it has Curse. So if it curses, I just switch between Truffle and Noms, probably. Swagger and Attract are the 2 moves that I can use to deal with it. Although if Noms is faster than Gengar, which might be a thing due to level difference in stat experience, we'll see. If Noms is faster, I can just Shadow Ball and KO, hopefully, when they're not using Destiny Bond. If Gengar is faster, then any move is scary. At that point, I need Truffle with Swagger, and then hopefully they take themselves out if I weaken them enough. It's a bit of improvisation once we get there. For most fights, I have a pretty clear plan. For some, I don't. Let's get into this. First opponent's Will, and I don't have a clear Pokemon to take out Will. Vengeance could do something cool. Jenna could do something cool. Jenna can actually hit pretty hard. But I'm actually just gonna start with Tropicana. Because Xatu doesn't have a flying type move. So I can pretty safely just use a Pokemon like Exeggutor. Xatu has Quick Attack and Future Sight. Not too afraid of those. Psychic will deal decent damage at best. And then Confuse Ray would be annoying. My healing items, some left over from earlier in the playthrough. Got a lot of Hyper Potions. 56 Foolish Stores, I think I'd be good with that. And then various held items and then PP healing items. In case I decide to use those at some point for one of the fights. Sign up as a Bright Powder because I don't really see any other useful items for it. I'm not going to use Never Melt Ice on it because I expect that the times that I will use it, I'll just one-shot the Dragonite if I even need to. Bright Powder's probably good. And then it's Spell Tag on Rattata for Shadow Ball. Because that helps take out stuff the Will has, maybe the Gengar. And then everything else is leftovers. In Gen 2, I have to approach them from the left whenever I can, the big opponents, because then you fit inside the Pokeball and it looks good. Must make things look good. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Will. I have trained all around the world, making my psychic Pokemon powerful. Unfortunately, I was unable. I only joined recently in the E4, and Lorelei had this icy room, and I haven't been able to redecorate yet. But that's beside the point. Let's battle. If I get into the Hall of Fame here with all 6, that brings me from 169 to 175 Hall of Famers. I am a Johto, so technically I could have had a Pokemon that has the same national dex number as its potential Hall of Fame number. None of the Pokemon on the current team apply. I'd have to have a Chinchou or a Lantern on the team, or what is it, Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, or Togepi. Were the 6 options between 170 and 175. Well, 170 up to and including 175. That's not happening. So after using Psychic, let's see how not much damage that will do. 23. Sludge Bomb. The main reason I'm using Exeggutor in Gen 2 over Gen 1 is because of Sludge Bomb. Add some coverage, some extra physical moves. There's quite a few Pokemon that resist either Psychic or Grass or both. Xatu is one of them, and with Sludge Bomb I can super effectively hit Grass types. And I can deal with some other Pokemon better, like Pokemon that might have a really high special defense. It's nice to have that option. I intend to use most Gen 1 Pokemon in Gen 1, but it's nice to use Pokemon in games where you don't normally use them. But I also don't normally use an Exeggutor in Gen 1, so that one doesn't really apply that much. Oh, they're doing Jinx now. Oh yeah, because Gen 2 actually doesn't just do them in order. The second Pokemon. Already, it's time for vengeance. Jinx versus Feraligatr. Jinx's physical defense is so much lower than special, so I'm actually going to use Headbutt over Bite. Boom! Crit! Kill! You deserved it, Jinx. Alright, part 1 of Vengeance complete. Now to get to Lance and beat him. Hey look, it's Exeggutor. Go Exeggutor. I'm going to take a screenshot of this and put it in the Foreverlocke Discord, because this is funny. I like Exeggutor Mirror Match. I do like to use all of my team members at least once at some point during the E4. I've plans for the main 4, which is the 3 URs plus Clefairy. Ha! Get poisoned. I don't have a super clear plan for Swinub or Rattata. both against... both have an option against Gengar depending on what Gengar does. If Rattata is faster than Gengar, then I intend to just use Rattata, but then where do I use Swinub? Is the question. I don't want to just throw it out against something that then can crit kill me with, let's say, Psychic. Even if it's Atu. I prefer to not use a Pokemon to actually safely get into the Hall of Fame. It needs to be a safe point to use it. Okay, so they have Reflect active, and Reflect actually affects the entire team in Gen 2, unlike in Gen 1. So let's swap. I'm gonna compare... Apparently this is instant switch, and I don't get to compare stats. Okay, I guess we're using... I thought there was the switch and the status option. I was going to compare the stats of Vengeance and Nas. Not Vengeance and the Clefairy. Special Defense 104. Special Defense 92. 140, 150. So Vengeance would take less damage from Psychic. Don't crit kill me. I will be so mad. Good, that didn't even do half. I'm safe. I'm going to Ice Punch you. Get some healing with the lefties, and then for Slowbro, we're going to use Exeggutor again, and use a move that I never thought I'd use in a regular playthrough. Well, it's not really a regular playthrough, it's a Nuzlocke with additional rules. Solar Beam I rarely use because of the charge-up turn, but considering it's the only real good grass move that Tropicana can learn until you get to Giga Drain, which is Gen 2 post-game only. I didn't feel like going there, and then it's still 60 power only. I prefer just to go with that move, but also Sunny Day. I normally don't use Sunny Day. I've used it quite a few times, especially against teams of water Pokemon. Set up Sunny Day once, and then we solar beams everyone's ass. That wasn't even a KO? Oh, because of Amnesia. Get Solar Beam. Will has been defeated without casualties. That is good. I like that. You're healed. For this one, I am gonna start with Tropicana again. I intend to use Clefairy here, but mostly Tropicana. I could pretty safely use Swinub against a Crobat. However, the problem with that is if I don't KO them quickly enough and they get to be annoying with Double Team, and I really want to avoid Double Team shenanigans. I do have Swift on Hitmontop, but preferably I just don't deal with it. So, I intend to just Psychic Crobat. I can handle a Wing attack. First Ariados, though. Psychic. Really like Psychic. I like the sprites in Gen 2 a lot. I like animations in Gen 2. For almost all moves. Gen 2 is great. For like the animations, the sprites. I think that has a real big charm for me. Story-wise and placement of Evil Team, probably one of my least favorites. There's good things, there's bad things. There's no perfect Pokemon game, but as a series and as a whole, it's amazing. Miss Toxic, I appreciate that. Thank you, Psychic to your face. There's some things people like that I don't like. There's some things that many people don't like that I do like. There's some things that certain Pokemon fans or critics have a lot of problems with, such as the pixelated trees in Sword and Shield. I have zero issue with that. I don't look at the details of the trees because they're not that significant. I have a bit of problems with some of the shaky movements in certain cutscenes, like in the intro in the classroom to Scarlet and Violet. Or like right around the fight with Nimona when you have a lot of people around. Some of them move like this. I don't like that part. But that Scarlet and Violet doesn't look as fancy and as full and as high quality as, let's say, a Breath of the Wild. I don't care. It doesn't look bad. In my eyes, I'm enjoying the game. Doesn't need to be extremely fancy. Would it be nice to have some extra quality? Sure. But it's good enough. Now, I should note, I do like the older games a bit more with just the 2D battle screen, older sprites, probably the linearity of the older games more compared to Gen 9. I've noticed in the Foreverlocke now that I've done 3 loops throughout all the generations as well, plus done some side games. I'm enjoying the early ones more. That's become clear. Not that I dislike the others, but I'm clearly more motivated to play, and I'm more excited about using certain Pokemon in earlier games than in later ones. This was a scary Pokemon, because if it didn't one-shot that one, it had Explosion. Well, it has Explosion anyway, but I didn't want it to use it against me. Mach, back to Tropicana. Actually, it does have Sludge Bomb. Well, it's not like I have Earthquake on anything. I could have taught Earthquake to Feraligatr, I think. Or put it on I'm not sure if Swinub learns it. I decided not to do that. Because I didn't think I would need it. It's a calculated risk, I would say. And then I could keep the Earthquake TM for something that could then teach Earthquake for a future playthrough. So it has it from the start. Tropicana, level up. It's doing well in these fights. Crobat. Right. Looking good so far. Crobat will go faster. We'll go double team first. That's the smart thing that it needs to do. But if I hit, Crobat's in trouble. Let's go, Tropicana. Koga's been defeated. Oh, I didn't do Koga's intro like I normally would. No. Uselessly soon enough. I like to say that part so fast. It's funny. I don't need to heal on HP. I don't think I need the PowerPoint heal either. Psychic's on 8. I'm gonna use Psychic a lot against Bruno. You know what? I have a lot of PP healing items. I might as well. One Ether. Just in Psychic. I haven't used Hitmontop yet. Am I gonna use Hitmontop on anything? His name is Bruno, no Brubo. Okay, you can type. You know what? I'm gonna do Hitmontop versus Hitmontop because that's funny. And then actually just cross jump, high crit chance on the champ. It is. You know what? I'm gonna use Beyblade. It's Beyblade time. Otherwise, I would have used Executor for the entire fight here. I am Bruno, the Elite Four. I was strained to the extreme because I believe in our potential. That is how we became strong. Can you withstand our power? I see no fear in you. You look determined. Perfect for battle. Ready, Savannah? You will bow down to our overwhelming power. Hoo-ha! Ha! Let's go! We got another mirror match. I can't do other mirror matches, but we get 2 mirror matches in the E4. I'm doing them both. I like it. I don't think in Red and Blue I did it, or it was a playthrough recently where I didn't do it, just because I didn't think it was safe. But I'm gonna do it this time. Hitmon top mirror match. Time to curse. You stupid beep beep, and I'm gonna shove the beep right up your beep. Oh no, it's going to use dig. I am in trouble. Dig, dig, dig. That is their strongest move, because Hitmontop's moveset in Gen 2 sucks. I'm not even using the fighting move on it. It gets Rock Smash. It gets Rolling Kick, but that's with Move Relearner only, and in Gen 2 that's only in Stadium 2. Can't use that. And then at level 49, I think it gets Triple Kick, which sucks. So I'm just using these moves. Curse, Dig, Return, and then Swift in case of accuracy shenanigans. I'm gonna keep cursing. I'm expecting them to use it again. I will be much slower thanks to Curse. They will use Dig next turn. I will be at +5 of all my attack and defense. And then I will use Return once they come up. Boing. Bye-bye. I'd be really appreciated if that Hitmonlee is not going to use Swagger on me, because I don't want to hit myself with really high attack stat. I am happy I do also have a higher defense stat, so it won't hurt that much. Double kick, we should be good. Kinda wanted to see one of them crit just to see the difference in damage output, but I'm much happier with this. Just be safe, be high health, because I'm gonna heal with leftovers after this, and they're gonna probably send in Hitmonchan. Yep. The question is, do I keep Beyblade for Machamp? They do have a higher crit chance with Cross Chop. No. I think it's safe to, on the Machamp, go to Exeggutor, and then use Feraligatr for Onyx. That's the Hitmons dealt with my own Hitmon. Go Beyblade. Go Beyblade. Machamp now. I think it is still safer to use Tropicana. So go Tropicana. He's ready to throw down. I'm ready to shoot mind beams at you. Tropicana Psychic. Yay, Machamp dealt with. The few Carboses I found throughout the playthrough, I think I give them all to Tropicana just so we can outspeed some Pokemon in the E4. Tropicana is a slow Pokemon. It might have helped here. I'm not sure of the base speed comparison between Exeggutor and Machamp. I thought Machamp is slightly faster. Hey look, it's weak Oddish. I will surf on you. And that's Bruno dealt with the crit kill, stab 4 times super effective. Yeah, that's a 12 times damage. You're very dead. Bye, Bruno. Going very well so far, but here is where we get to some annoying, scary Pokemon to an extent. Gengar is a scary one. Houndoom is a really scary one. I have a way to deal with it, but it doesn't make it any less scary. It has really high stats, it has Crunch and Flamethrower. And it's probably faster than me. And the thing with Houndoom is, I don't have Earthquake on anything. I'm gonna use Surf with Vengeance, to be clear. But if that doesn't work, then if Vengeance goes down to, let's say, a crit Crunch, I'm not sure what I would do. I think it is Vengeance first. For Umbreon. I kind of want to use Beyblade. But Umbreon can be really annoying with Sand Attack and Confuse Ray, and it can actually look you with Mean Look. I don't have Toxic on any of these Pokemon. Yeah. I think Vengeance, just being able to do good damage, is probably the play. They can set up with Curse pretty safely on the Umbreon, but then I will also get hit by Sand Attack. Probably multiple times somewhere along the road, and I don't want to deal with that. I can't use X items. If I could use X items, then I would set up Curse on Umbreon, and then throw an X accuracy on. Because even though the one-hit KO moves don't work like in Gen 1, you actually need to be equal or higher level that started in Gen 2. But X accuracy, skipping the entire accuracy check, that's a thing that was the case in Gen 1 and 2. So in the case of using the Oko strats like I did with Arbok in the previous game in Red, that can happen in Gen 2 as well. I just need to be equal or higher level. And then use an X accuracy. X speeds are not necessary anymore. Let's see how much a Surf does. If it's just over half, I'll keep surfing. If it's just under half, I'll throw an Headbutt out for the potential flinch and then continue from there. That's not a lot. I believe we can be confused multiple turns. This seems like a... Is this a 3-hit with Surf? Hard to say. Does Full Heal actually heal Confusion in this game? Yes. Just not in the first one. Feint Attack, that's my favorite move to see. Mean Look, I wouldn't mind too much. But at least without Mean Look, I can switch out if Sand Attack affects me multiple times. It's great that I have that option still. And Feint Attack, I can just easily heal off. It's over a quarter. This is about a third. Yeah, another Surf might do it. There's a Feint Attack. No, we Surf. Hopefully it's enough. How did I beat this fight in the original Silver without healing in battle, without overleveling, without manual, like I had set mode so I couldn't switch between their Pokemon, and without Feraligatr. Oh. Probably had to take a risk on Gengar and Houndoom. Foul Plume. Tropicana. Probably the safest. Only gets super effectively hit by Acid, so we're fine on that. We're gonna Psychic them. And with the level difference in my stat experience, I'm probably faster. Psychic. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Murkrow doesn't have flying moves. I can actually very safely use Beyblade. Although, actually, Whirlwind and Roar actually work in this game, don't they? I was thinking of Gen 1 Whirlwind. So this might actually affect me. What I will actually do... I hope actually this does not KO. Because I want to use a safe turn, and this is a very safe matchup. I want to use this turn to make sure Feraligatr is at full HP going into Houndoom. Because that Houndoom scares me. She didn't use her max potion, even though she has one. Keeping it for Gengar or Houndoom, perhaps. Is this gonna be the one? Yes. Alright, here's one of the scariest Pokemon in the E4. And not because of the damage output. Noms, your turn. First move is Attract to hopefully be in its way, and that's also a move where we can safely figure out who's faster. I'm slightly higher level, but Gengar's base speed is a good amount higher. Gengar goes first. Uses Curse, though. Okay, so we can't safely use Noms with Shadow Ball. That even failed. Okay, great. Alright, backup strat. We're using all the Pokemon. Truffle, go. Actually, I'm gonna hit it with Ice Beam. Because I'm not sure exactly on its HP, but Curse takes out half, but round it down. With even 3 damage from Ice Beam, I ensure that the next Curse will take out Gengar. Ice Beam's not gonna take it out. Not a chance. I'm baiting out the Curse here. Hopefully they take themselves out with Curse and then I just switch again. That did a lot more than I expected. If that would have crit and their Destiny bonded, I would have been mad. So now I cannot safely use a damaging move. Swagger could actually make him take himself out, which would be nice. Have I ever used Swagger in Gen 2? I'm not sure. But it works here. Confused, just hit yourself. Destiny Bond? Nuh-uh-uh. We're not doing that. Just hit yourself. Oh yeah, Lick does do more damage thanks to Swagger. I am so happy I didn't use another Swagger. Because that would have meant that with a crit Lick, they can actually take me out. I am going to... Wait. The only way that Gengar can damage Rattata is Curse. Curse are using Destiny Bond. So I'm going back into Nom, so I don't even have to worry about Lick of all things. Because it's a ghost move. And now I just sit here. Heal. I wait for Curse. Destiny Bond. What a surprise. Actually, that wasn't smart on Beyblade. No, Beyblade doesn't have max power of return. I'm gonna make you use them all up. Destiny Bond can't have a lot of power points. And then Curse is what you have left. Trying to do it. I'm gonna use Attract. Don't use the wrong move. Is that the last Destiny one? Is it 5 PP? 5 PP, I think that's the last one. And they don't have unlimited PP like in Gen 1. Still failed. That's fun. Spite, they really don't want to use Curse. Because they know they're going to take themselves out. But I can't... Actually, I go after... Yeah. Both Noms and Truffle move after Gengar. So I can safely go Truffle, Swagger once, and then instantly switch back to Noms, because otherwise Crit Lick is actually dangerous. Because Truffle is frail. They don't want to use the move. That should not be dangerous, but I'm still fearful of it. Not a fan of that. Hit him though. Switch back just in case of Crit Lick, because they are more powerful now. They're not using Curse, but I'm... This is a moment where I would have wished I had a fast Pokemon, or anything that could paralyze them or burn them. Option for burn was there with Clefairy, now that I think about it. I could use Clefairy, Flamethrower once, maybe twice, depending on the damage output, to make sure I couldn't crit kill it, because I'm not sure if that was me or was Lids who got a crit kill on the Gengar that turned that Gengar Destiny Bonded, and that one actually mattered. Hit themselves a Confusion. Got him. Alright, that's one of the most dangerous Pokemon dealt with. And we use both Truffle and Noms. Every Pokemon has been used. Now back to Vengeance for the final one. We are faster, which is very good. And that means we don't one-shot on the Houndoom. How much is Crunch doing, though? So I gave all the 3 extra rare candies I had to Clefairy, because there's a few fights where I knew I might use Clefairy. And I wanted to make sure Clefairy outspit the Fortress. I expected it to, but I needed it to. And I'm going to use it against Lance as well. Gyarados, and then potentially the Dragonite. I needed it to have some power there. Okay, I'm going to Energy Root here. Because what if we had a Speed tie and they go first now? Okay, they max Potion. Because I don't quite kill with Surf, it might be a min-max range. But let's go Headbutt to see if I can flinch it. And then ensure the KO after. Flinch, let's go. I probably am faster. Surf. Take out the Houndoom. Karen's always one to worry about. Houndoom is scary. Gengar, but Destiny Bond, scary. Made it through. Hole 6 into Lance. It's Vengeance time. Almost there. My goal in the Foreverlocke, obviously, is to beat the Foreverlocke. I want to have played all possible Foreverlocke games at least once, and have beaten them all once as well. So I'm doing the loop through all the generations. I'll probably do Fire and Leaf Green a bunch of times, then Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald a bunch of times. Heart Gold, Silver a bunch of times, including, but also do Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Gen 8, I'll probably not do Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl that much. Just because they don't, those Pokemon don't go back into Sword and Shield and BDSP and even Legends Arceus. It's a bit hard to mix them around, and I don't want to get stuck with too many Pokemon that I then have to send to Gen 9. Also, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are hella scary. Really good movesets. EV trained Pokemon and items on the E4, even on the regular playthrough. Yeah, I prefer not to have... That's probably one of the scariest games, and I've only played it once. I'm happy I got 5 Hall of Famers, and Togetic, I believe, with Calm Mind, did so much work. Okay, what is the normal order of Pokemon that I have? So we're gonna open with Jenna here. And then everyone else in the order that they are in the overlay and the order that they are in my tracker. Okay. I want to keep leftovers probably on the ones that have leftovers. What was the power points? I use an elixir on Vengeance. I'll use one on Tropicana. Beyblade, I guess. Okay. Do I Quicklaw anything? Do I Quicklaw on Truffle or do I Bright Powder Truffle? Both 10% chance, I believe. It doesn't really matter. Noms. What I'll put on Noms? What can I even use on Noms? Rattata. 72 base speed. Dragonite 80. I might actually be faster than Dragonite? Maybe? All this Pokemon are male. My Rattata's female, so I can actually use Attract as well. I'll pink both so I can Hyper Fang harder. I don't think there's anything more. If anyone in the chat has a suggestion, please let me know. I think that's the crew I'm going into the battle with. I have a lot of my healing items. Jenna's gonna lead us. Jenna doesn't take hits that well, but it's just been very useful. I am not scared. The Fairy has base 70 HP, 48 defense. His team is full of Hyper Beam. I took Feraligatr with me because Feraligatr has an answer super effectively against everything except for Gyarados. However, Dragonite does have Hyper Beam. The entire team has Hyper Beam, and that's scary by itself. That could take me out. I don't have a thing that resists Hyper Beam. Not a Rock type, not a Steel type, not a Ghost. Charizard is Flamethrower, that's scary. One of Dragonite's is Blizzard. The final one has Outrage and is higher level. Also just has Hyper Beam. The second Dragonite, but might also become the first one depending on what I have out, has Thunder. 70% chance to hit, but if it hits on Feraligatr, that's not good. So I might actually use Hitmontop against that one, if I know which one it is. Oh, look, it's Lance. Hello, Lance. Hello, I'm jumping over. Can I get your autograph? Let's do this thing. Revenge on Pokémon Silver. Can we do it? We will never be able to remove the loss in Silver from our record in the Foreverlocke. Playthrough 1 will forever be a loss. However, if we win this, we can say that we have beaten Silver. It won't just be a, we've played it, but it's not been beaten yet. It's time for revenge. It's time for, as I named my Feraligatr, vengeance. Lance, you might be the Dragon Master. I am the Foreverlocke Master. I have skills. You have skills. You have a bunch of flying types and a lot of Pokemon that scare me. Just because of outright power. Only one super effective move that I'm worried about, and that's the second Dragonite's Thunder. Outside of that, it's just high power and then crits. I have to remember I can move, get a free turn after the Hyper Beam. So if that happens, I need to make use of that well. Get a free heal off something. I, Lance the Dragon Master, accept your challenge! Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Star Gyarados. I'm afraid that it'll outspeed and then crit Hyper Beam me. That would be sad. But Thunderbolt. Rain Dance. That, I think, makes sure Thunder hits even in Gen 2. So that's scary. So do I send in Exeggutor to just Sunny Day? No, because that makes Fire Blast and Flamethrower stronger. That didn't even KO? Excuse me? Okay, this is one of those moments where a crit definitely KOs. It did not crit. Good. Even with the 3 extra level ups from the rare candies, Jenna didn't kill the Gyarados. I did not think that. I know it does good special defense, but 4 times super effective I thought would be just enough. Nope. Dragonite. I think this will be the Blizzard one because there's nothing that he has that's super effective against me. Against Clefairy, so it would make sense of the Blizzard one first. But the Thunder one, if it comes out, especially in the rain, is not good. Not good. Beyblade is really good special defense. I'm gonna use Beyblade just for the safety of it. Feels weird being used to the Crystal sprites. Crystal, I think, takes a lot of the gold ones and animates them slightly. Or, like, has a few different sprites technically that it moves between. And Silver's the one with the different sprites. Although Sun is doing Gold, Silver, Crystal, they're all different. And occasionally Crystal does take the Silver one. I'm gonna curse. Are we gonna see if this is Blizzard or Thunder? Thunder Wave. Both of them have that. Both the first two. This is the Thunder one. Okay. Okay, crit Thunder. We survived. That is good knowledge. Don't know where crit Hyper Beam would go. Crit Thunder, we survived. That is good. Also, if we take this guy out, that means the Thunder one is gone. Which means we can mostly safely use Feraligatr against the other Dragonite. Because that is why I have Feraligatr, to fight the Dragonite. I still don't like the damage that dealt. Okay, the rain did end. No, I wanted to heal Beyblade! I'm used to the Pokemon I'm using being at the top. Don't crit me! I think the crit will just not take me out, but preferably just you don't damage me. I guess Janna's healed now, just in case. Janna does have Ice Beam. But considering how much a Hyper Beam did from Gyarados, the other Pokemon are just way too dangerous. I don't want to use Janna again. Even though it has Ice Beam. As a backup, I can use Ice Beam. I'm just gonna use Return, see how much damage I can do. Can you stop hitting Thunder? The rain has stopped Dragonite. I should look at the exact damage that they deal with Thunder so I can actually calculate when I'm safe and when I'm not. Good damage. Okay, okay. Max Potion, Hyper Potion doesn't matter here because I'm well below 200 HP. I'm just using the Max Potion just to get rid of the 2 Max Potions and clear a slot in the items. Okay. You're gonna go to Charizard or Aerodactyl after this for super effective flying. Like, is that 30 damage? Less than I thought. No, not 30. 38. So that's... Let's round it up a bit, always to... Because it might be min-maxing towards 80 damage, yeah. Then regular hit plus crit is almost a KO, most likely, unless this was a really low roll. And then it might be different, but I also have the leftovers here. Aerodactyl. Vengeance. Surf. How much damage? Oh, not even close. I'm gonna do a stat comparison now. Aerodactyl, base attack 105. Dragonite, 134. Charizard, 84. Dragonite, definitely higher than Aerodactyl, almost by 30 points. And one of the Dragonites 4 levels higher than this Aerodactyl. So I should even be safe from that one, even for a crit. Outrage is a special move on Dragonite. That comes off 100 special. But I think I'll be safe. Which Dragonite? I expected the 47. Okay. I go first. Ooh. Don't get the one shot. But I get the freeze. I'll take it. I'll actually just keep hitting. I was thinking of doing the heal. But I'll get more healing from leftovers. I expected him to actually use a full restore here. Getting rid of the freeze as well would be nice for him. Here comes the other Dragonite. I should have healed though. Just in case this came up. Outrage Fire was Hyper. Do I go back into Beyblade? It was around 40 damage on Beyblade last time with Thunder. Fire Blast is around the same power, but it's just 3 levels higher. Hitmontop. 95 defense is still good. Do I feel safe enough for Hyper Beam to go into with this? Or Outrage? I'll keep it. Am I faster than this one? Oh, I do get the healing with leftovers again. Still faster than that one? That surprises me. I'm not gonna KO unless I get a crit. I'll absolutely take the crit, please. Please. No. Safeguard! Let's go! That's the worst thing he could have done for them. And now they're full restore. I'm faster. It doesn't matter. It gives me another leftovers heal turn. You should have used it on the last one. Not that that one would have mattered much because I was faster than that one too. I like how their ace Pokemon doesn't have to wait until the final slot like some of the later games. They just use it whenever they think it's most appropriate. Even stuff like Pokemon with Z moves in Gen 7, or Dynamax's G Maxes in Gen 8. Don't wait, or the terrestrialized Pokemon in Gen 9. I don't want the gym leaders or whoever to wait until their final Pokemon. Like, have Gym 1 or like the very first challenge like that. Do it. Gym 1, the grass gym, have Hala do it. Just to set the tone. But outside of that, switch him. Alright, one more Pokemon. One more Pokemon for vengeance. And it would be appropriate if we could just do that with vengeance. We're going to because it's Charizard. Time for vengeance. Let's go! Silver beaten! The vengeance, the revenge, it has worked! Let's go! I know I've beaten Crystal before, I know I've beaten Gold, but this is Silver, this is different. The one game we've lost before, we have now beaten. And we did it with the one Pokemon that got crit killed against Will. In that very first playthrough. You can watch it back, like that finale's on my channel as well. I have all my finales. Find Foreverlocke playthrough 1, Silver. Just the title of this one would change the 33 to 1. Although I did do the entire playthrough, so I think it might just be Foreverlocke playthrough 1, episode 6, something like that actually. Because I did stream the entire playthrough, I just did that with the first one. Time for an interview! Do, 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 do. Lance is just like, who the hell invited these people? I know Professor Oak is something special, but the media already now? Can we just chill? Can we just go back here? But we haven't done the interview yet! No! It's been a long time since I last came here. This is where we honor the League champions for all eternity. Their courageous Pokemon are also inducted. Here today we witness the rise of a new League champion. A trainer who feels compassion for and trust in his Pokemon. A trainer who succeeded through perseverance and determination. The new League champion who has all the makings of greatness. Savannah, allow me to register you and your partners as champions. We go to 175. Jenna Hall of Fame. Clefairy. Vengeance! Executor. Very nice Pokemon throughout this playthrough. And a Pokemon that took out 4 gym leaders on his own. Beyblade. With a horrible moveset, yet just with Curse, you were great. Noms, yay, Rattata Hall of Fame, so including the Raticate from last time, that's a full Evo set. Evo line completed. Truffle hung out, did 3 fights when I added it to the team just because I felt like using it and seeing its sprite and the animation for Powder Snow. And then it helped against Gengar. So it actually did something important. It was Swine-Up Swagger that took out Dragonite. I'm happy I picked up that TM. But picking up random TMs you don't think you'll use, it might come up. Even something like Sandstorm might in some cases. Just for that extra damage to safely deal with Gengar. I love these credits because they're dancing. Let's enjoy the credit. Thank you very much everyone for watching this finale. No regular streams that happen wherever I am in the playthrough this time, because the last time you saw me doing a Foreverlocke I did the finale for Red. And I already got to the finale here for Silver, so that's what you got today. So the question is, what's the next playthrough? Okie dokie free! We just did Gen 2, so Gen 3 is next. We've done Sapphire. We've done Leaf Green. We've done Emerald. Emerald was a scary one. A lot of deaths. We're going back to Kanto. For Pokemon Fire Red. Exactly which Pokemon I'll use, I don't know yet. I haven't looked at the Pokemon. But we're going to go to Kanto, do Fire Red. And then the run after, we're going to Johto again. And I'm so looking forward to the Johto game. It's hard gold 2 playthroughs from now. I get to start that playthrough with a level 1 Regigigas that I caught in Platinum during the previous loop through the generations. And we get to do the Arceus event to get ourselves an egg for level 1 Giratina. Or Dialga, but I'm going to choose Giratina. We'll get the Dialga the time after we're in Gen 4 Johto. So that's going to be nuts. I'm going to walk up to Falconer with a Regigigas. I'm looking forward to that. I don't think I have anything planned in the post-game of this playthrough. Don't need the metal coat. I'm going to grab the Master Ball so I can go catch Snorlax and grab a 5th leftovers. Just so I have an extra leftovers. That's the only thing I'm going to do. Not that I can use that Snorlax, but I'm going to have the Snorlax. And have an extra leftovers, because that's how you can get it from him. And then, next time I do Gen 2, I can transfer my own Snorlax in from Gen 1 to 2 again, to give myself a free leftovers, because the held item thing, trading between Gen 1 and 2. So I have leftovers for the entire team when I wish to use them. That's the plan for post-game. What I'm going to use next time, I have no idea. But next time, actually, let's watch the little intro screen, because it's fun. I like these intro screens. And while that's going, I should update Foreverlocke stats. Hall of Fame number 175 is a really nice number. I like that. And then wins 32. I like that. That looks really nice. Feraligatr, Executor, Hip-on-Top, Rattata, Clefairy, and Swinub have been added to the Foreverlocke Hall of Fame. Who's gonna join them in Fire Red? Actually, you know what? While we're waiting for that little video, that completely was for me, don't worry about it. I'm gonna quickly check the Gen 3 storage bank. I'll name, once the intro video has played, the Pokemon that are below Brock's level cap. And then I have my starter as well. No, actually, there's no starter that I can add. So it's just Pokemon from... so let's see. Brock's level cap is 14. 11 Pokemon to choose from, but a lot of them are either 1x or 2x. That was cool. Oh, hi, Professor Ohm. So you're gonna tell me, you're gonna give me the thing for, the ticket, the SS ticket, or something like that, so I can go to Kanto, which is great. There's also something else you have for me that I forgot to pick up earlier. You have a Master Ball? Okay, good. That's SS taken for Kanto. Do you also have the Master Ball? Because I don't feel like dealing with the Snorlax capture if it's not a Master Ball. I don't have anything else I want to capture in this game. The only thing I think I can is potentially find an Electabuzz so I can get an Electivire, which I then would be forced to transfer to Gen 7, or catch a Teddiursa, which I think Teddiursa might be gold exclusive, so I can't even catch it in this game. But I might keep that one for a future XD playthrough, because I know I want to do XD in Coliseum at some point in the future again. Hi, do you have Master Ball? Yay! I did get the Master Ball. Alright, we're not going to do Kanto in this stream. But I'm going to use the Master Ball. I have actually used the Master Ball already, which is one that I got last time. I won the Lotto last time I was in Gen 2, which would have been gold. The Lucky Number Show thing, I won that, got a Master Ball, but didn't end up using it because I didn't have to. So I just threw it on a Horsey that I caught in the Whirl Islands. I only caught an Onyx for Gen 1. I caught a Giraffe Rig. And then I caught a Horsey, which is my future Kingdra. So there's that. Alright, now let's take a look. The Pokemon that I could be using in Gen 3. First one's a Lotad, and I like using Pokemon that you don't normally get in the game that you use them in. The 11 Pokemon that fall within Brock's level cap are all Pokemon you cannot normally get in mainline Kanto, because they're all mostly Gen 3 Pokemon, one of them is Gen 2 Pokemon called Togepi. Let's see what the options are. I hope there's at least 3 URs in there, because otherwise I have to just not transfer in a lot of the 1X to make sure I have a good team. There's Amiga the Lotad, which is a future Ludicolo. So that's a UR. There's Got Pie, the Togepi. That's just the Togepi. There's Ego the Wynot. Then has to be a 1X Wynot. Yeah, that's a Wynot because I Hall of Famed Wobbuffet in gold the last time we were in Gen 2. There's Armory Arm the Beldum, which is just a Beldum, so that's a second option for a 2X. So it's either Togepi or Beldum for that. There's Donkey Kong, which is a Slackoth. Oh, is that slacking? That is slacking. So the 2 UR options right now are Ludicolo and Slacking. That's interesting. Then there's Penguin, a Nincada, which is obviously a penguin. That's a Shedinja. Yeah, because Nincada, I don't remember where it is in terms of the Pokemon slotted as Nincada. Ninjask is in Gen 6. I had Ninjask and Shedinja there originally, but I used a Shedinja in Y and it died to Alessandra's Mega Gyarados because I forgot about Mold Breaker. So this one I will train to Ninjask, make sure it also gives me the Shedinja, and then I delete the Ninjask. That's how it'll work. So I have 3 URs. Ludicolo, Slacking, Shedinja. Is Gen 3 ready for a Shedinja? I think that'll be fun to use. I have Wisdom the Barboach, which is a future Whiscash, so that's another UR option. There's Shade the Poochyena, which is just Poochyena, so that's a second 1X option alongside Why Not. There's Acorn the Seedot, which sounds like it's a Seedot. It is, so that's a third 2X option. There's the Wingull, which is just the Wingull. And then there's Big Mouth the Gulpin. Big Mouth the Gulpin is just the Gulpin. Okay, so assuming I transfer everything in, which I likely will, the UR options, I had to choose 3 out of the following 4. Ludicolo, Slacking, Shedinja, and then Whiscash. I will likely have either Whiscash or Ludicolo not on the team. Just for side variety. Then 1X is Wingull, Gulpin, Why Not, Poochyena. If I feel confident in my main squad, then I might add Why Not. Just to get it out of the way. And then 2X's would be Togepi, Seedot, or Beldum. I have some options. If you have suggestions on what you think would be good Pokemon, let me know in the comments. And then I'd like to thank you again for watching this playthrough, even though you really only saw the finale. We're going to Pokemon Fire Red next. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you always remember that you're right there. You are worth it. Goodbye.